Comedian FunnyMaine on week 3 of college football. A lot of good games on the slate. Got 8 of the top 10 teams in action. A lot of them are going on the road, so it's going to get tricky. But you know I'm ready to talk about it. I'm a fan, not an analyst. Fanalyst is on right now. Turn it all the way up. Who wins the backyard brawl? Listen, Pitt is coming off a big 21-point comeback against Cincinnati, and West Virginia, they can't get any pressure on the quarterback. They can't stop anybody with their cornerbacks and safeties. Give me Pitt in this one. Bro, y'all try to get this man fired every week. Listen, Brian Kelly, to me, he's in a good spot, okay? LSU is still in the mix. There's still a lot of football to be played. He could still have some big wins. He could still make it to the playoffs. So, calm down. What y'all got against Brian Kelly? It's the battle of the cats, man. Both are ranked. Both are looking, pretty good, pretty formidable. But it's only week 3. But I got to tell you, the Little Apple, Manhattan, Kansas, it's a tough place to go play. Give me Kansas State in this one. Could Oregon go down at Oregon State? Of course they could, but will they? That's the question. I know Oregon has been sleepwalking these past 2 weeks, and Oregon State looks good, but I think now that they've got somebody of equal caliber on the schedule, I think Oregon is going to step up and finally start looking like the preseason number 3 ranked team. Memphis versus Florida State. I know there are a lot of reasons that Memphis has had this game circled on the calendar. Number one, their old coach, Mike Norvell, is at Florida State, so you know they want to get some get back. Plus, everybody's talking about they could be the outside team that makes the playoff. Florida State still trying to prove that, they can play some good football. It's going to be a good one, but I think Memphis is going to go ahead and win this one. Tulane to beat Oklahoma. Sir, your words, not mine. But Tulane gave K-State all they can handle last week. Oklahoma has not looked impressive, but they are 2-0. I think week 3, this is going to be the week that a lot of teams that have been sluggish are going to get rolling, and I think Oklahoma is no exception. Oklahoma big over Tulane. Florida or Texas A&M, this is an interesting matchup because it's 2 teams who were left for dead after week 1. Florida getting thumped at home by Miami week 1. Texas A&M losing to Notre Dame week 1. Then Notre Dame getting upset. So both of these teams are trying to make some noise, but I just think Texas A&M is the better team right now. So give me the Aggies in this one. Who finishes the season with a higher ranking, Auburn or Florida State? Oh my God, what a question. Listen, it's going to come down to quarterback play. You got DJ at Florida State, Peyton Thorne at Auburn. Neither is looking great. Auburn is just a little sneaky team. They find a way to play good against the big names and not so good against the smaller names. I get an edge to Auburn in this one. Out of the 8 top 10 ranked teams playing Saturday, who most likely could lose? I mean, you got to think about Alabama going on the road up to Wisconsin. I know I've given the prediction on Oregon State, but that's still going to be a tough one because I've been wrong before. And then Missouri playing a sneaky Boston College team. Those 3, they better be on their best this weekend. And the number 1 question y'all been asking me this week, will Caden Proctor's return fix Alabama's O-line penalty issues? Listen, the substitution last week on the O-line made a huge difference for Alabama. But how healthy is Caden Proctor and that shoulder? We're going to find out. It's going to get put to the test up there in Wisconsin. So we'll see. I think it could be improved, but it's going to depend on how healthy he really is. You want to get in on the questions? I know you do. I want you to get in on the questions, but you got to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at FunnyMaine. I do this every week, taking your questions directly from my DMs, all right? Let's do it again next week. I'm a fan, not an analyst. Fanalyst with comedian FunnyMaine. I'll see y'all next Friday.